Good morning. I hope you guys are having a good morning. Got a lot to do today. But the card says so. For today's card of the day, we have the Knight of Pentacles, represented here by Orestes, the son of a mortal who I forget's name, not important, and the sun god Apollo. He was not a warrior, he was not a fighter, though uh, he did kill a bunch of murderers one time because he was an adventurer. He was always traveling. He never stayed still. He moved and moved and moved. And so when when he came across a band of murderers that were killing a bunch of people, he did take out those murderers. So he's kind of a hero, but more just a traveler, a wanderer. He was more into the menial things, the daily things, the things we need to do that we don't necessarily want to do, but we need to do. So today's theme is take care of the mundane, take care of the little things, cross your T's, dot your I's, make sure everything is going well. Orestes was an interesting character. He was bestowed many gifts by the gods by being the son of Apollo, including prophecy and the gods taught him how to cultivate honey from bees, taught him how to grow wheat and make it into bread. As you can see, he's holding a wheat stalk in his hand. You can't really see, but and a pentacle on the other hand. So he loved his bees. His bees were his big thing. If you can see back here, not really, but those are beehives back there. So at one time he went and the beehives were he brought his bees everywhere with him, and he traveled and his bees started dying, and he was so horrified and he was so upset that he prayed for the gods to give him a reason why his bees were dying. And he had some transgression that wasn't really his fault, but that the gods were blaming him for. And he said, "What can I do to make it up and save my bees?" And they were like, "Well, just sacrifice a bunch of animals," because they're Greeks. So he did, and out of the carcasses of the animals rose up these beautiful, wonderful bees, which he captured and put in his hives, and then traveled on and never had a problem. So his bees were really his pride and joy of his life. And he focused on the mundane stuff. He focused on the daily things we need to do in order to keep our life manageable. And that's what you need to do today. Just focus on that. Don't have these grandiose ideas, pulling you this way and that way. Today's not the day for that. Today's just a grind through the hard work. Just put that plow in the ground and keep pushing, because we ain't got no horse. Orestes is an interesting character. So, someone like this might come into your life today, or a friend like this might come over, or perhaps you're developing these things in yourself and wanting them to come out and be more usable for you, more for you to be able to do them without as much pain, I guess, without as much, it's so hard to do things. It's like getting yourself to do stuff without so many blockages and so many things in the way and so many lazinesses and all the things that keep us from doing our daily activities. You can see him. I want you to see him. So just like I said, ordinary tasks are what's important for today. And, since he took care of the bees, he's obviously a very humble individual to care so much for just, his few little sweet bees, and that's what his love. And so he's a very humble character. So today is a good day to be humble. Don't be boisterous. We talked already about the boisterous pride thing. Just feel humble, be humble towards others. It's a day to come together and raise each other up through doing mundane activities that need to be done. Can't put it any other way. He's a very gentle character, and he was always very reliable, obviously, because everywhere he went, he would solve the problems of that area. He'd like go from place to place solving problems and keeping his animals. And he also took care of the cattle for the gods, special cattle for the gods. And he learned how to hunt really well and also how to track and be with the animals. So he's very much an animal lover. I know hunting is not really usually an animal thing, but in the Greek times things were a lot different. So that made him an animal lover. So I think a lot of hunters really are animal lovers. It's just a different perspective. I would never hunt an animal, but everybody knows I'm a psycho animal person, so. And I don't judge people that hunt. I think it's fine. As long as you're not killing elephants and giraffes and stuff. I'm looking at you, somebody. Nobody on here does that. Okay, anyway, so I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll answer. If you'd like a card of the day of your own, let me know. I can do a real quick one. And I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.